All right, y'all. We're going through college football Saturday. I'll cover Friday a little bit, but I already did in the previous video. Actually, I'm not going to cover Friday because we covered it in the video we posted earlier today. So if you want to see what we had for college football today, go watch the previous video. This is going to be Saturday only. Real quick, if you want 4 free days of premium, click the links down below. It'll say get your 4 free days of premium here. Click that link. It'll take you there. You'll get 4 free days. As far as apps go, I'm using Betr, Dabble, Sleeper. Those will be linked down below, so you can do a deposit match and the free money that they're all giving you. Better's giving you a free 10. Dabble's giving you a free 25. Sleeper's going to give you a free 20. Dabble is not going to give you a deposit match. Sleeper and Betr will. Sleeper is a 100% deposit match up to $100, and then Betr is 100%, or it's a 50% deposit match up to $200. Yeah. So, Betr, Sleeper give you deposit matches. All of them give you free bread whenever you sign with code Morrisbros. They will all be linked down below as well. Now that that's out of the way, let's go ahead and get into the college football slate. I'll show you all what I like. I don't have a lot of plays, but I have plays that I love, which is not normal because normally there's like a good bit of plays that I think are good, but not that I love. This week there's not a lot of plays that I like or that I think are good, but there's a lot of plays that I love. So I guess it's a decent trade-off. Starting in this SMU game, I love Miller Moss over his passing yards. He was at like 228, which I totally fucking agreed with. I think he should be at like 250. So if you find him on any app under like 250, I would take it. You should be able to get him around 230 passing yards though. I love that line. SMU has a top 5 run defense, and they are literally a bottom 3 pass defense. So like Louisville's gonna have to throw the fucking ball if they want to move it. So I like Miller Moss a lot. With that, I also like his wide receiver, Chris Bell. I got his line earlier this week at 70. He's now 79.5. So I still like it at 79.5, but that's why you need to be in premium, so you avoid bumps like that. All right, so moving on. I don't have anything for Miami, Virginia Tech. That game's going to be ugly. Minnesota and Northwestern, nothing. Oklahoma, I've thought about a couple props. Bo Pribula's back, which is big. The only thing I'd be thinking about in this game is Kevin Coleman receiving yards. That line is way too low. But other than that, I don't really care for anything in this game. Rutgers, Ohio State, this is going to be a fucking blowout. You could honestly do what we did last week. Take Julian Sayin under and take Bo Jackson over his rushing. We did this last week and it worked out perfectly. I do like Sayin under and Bo Jackson over, so if you wanted to run that, you could. I don't hate that at all. So there's something for that game. Baylor, Arizona. Dude, Arizona literally never allows a passer over like 220 yards. So Sawyer Robertson at 270 is just like, I want to take it under, but Sawyer Robertson literally throws for 400 yards no matter who the opponent is. So I'm staying away, but I wouldn't be surprised if Robertson goes under. I'm just not going to be the guy that fades that because he literally just chucks the fucking football. Arkansas, Texas. I love Taylor Green's line. It was at like 203. I totally disagreed with it. I think Taylor Green should be at like 220, 230. So if you find him anywhere under like 210, I would take it over. And then I would also look to take Omega Blake's receiving yards over 55.5. So there's 2 things you could take for Arkansas. As far as Texas goes, I love Quintavious Wisner, 66.5 rushing yards. And I also, oh shit, they moved it. Here, I'll show y'all what I got yesterday for Wisner. I got a boosted prop for Wisner. He's at 89.5 now. Yesterday, I got, here, I'll just go ahead and show y'all the slip. This is like a long shot. So I got the boosted prop at 79.5. He's at 89.5 for the boosted prop now, which sucks for y'all, but I kind of bombed the slip if you see, I mean, not really, but I like the slip a lot, even with boosted plays. It's fucking 30x, and I think Miller Moss should be right around 250. Wisner, I could see having a 100-yard game. And then Shadur being double boosted for 200 yards against the Raiders. Like, I'm going to take that. And then Katron Allen, we'll get into him in a little bit. But you can look at that slip if you want. But Wisner is at 89.5 for that boosted prop now, so it doesn't really work. But, yeah, I like Wisner at 66.5 rushing yards a lot. So I would look to take him. Duke, North Carolina, don't really care for anything here. Michigan State, Iowa, nothing. Syracuse, Notre Dame. I would tell you Jeremiah Love rushing yards, but 130 yards, I'm just not going to take that, especially with Jadarian Price being a backup and getting carries. As far as Vanderbilt goes, Pavia intrigues me with his passing yards, but it's just too high for my liking, so I'm going to stay away. I can see Cutter Booley going over this line at 202. So if you want to look to take him, you can. Oregon USC. This is a big game. This is a really big game. I think not Takarian. Dante Moore is at like 220, and I've thought about taking it over, but it really just depends on if his wide receivers are healthy, which I don't know if they will be, like Takarian Moore. So I think I'm gonna fade, but I do really like Sadiq receiving yards. So if you want to take him, you can. Another line, never mind, they bumped it. Okay. So I like Sadiq, and if you can get more at like 220, I would take it over. But personally, I haven't played anything in that game, but those are props that I have been looking at. As far as Maryland, Michigan, I just don't. There's nothing I like in this game. I'm not even going to tell you all a prop that I like in that game because I don't have one. So for TCU Houston, I kind of want to fade McAllister at 97.5. He's been really, really fucking good, and I've been taking his over. I think this is a good week to take him under. I'm not going to lie. So if you want to be ballsy, take Eric McAllister under. I could see that happening. Nebraska, Penn State. I told y'all Katron Allen earlier. He's at 107 now, dude. I got him earlier at 91.5 this week. So that was huge. Very, very happy. I got him at 91.5. He's literally at 109 now, so that's just insane. But it is what it is. And if you want, you could take. Oh my lord, he was at 175.5 last night. I was gonna say take him under, but not at 160. I would not take that under 160. Pitt, Georgia Tech. Nothing crazy there that I like. California, Stanford. I'm leaning CJ Williams receiving yards, but I'm not taking it. I do have an interest in. Oh my dude, Lagway was at 228 earlier. Oh my god, they're bumping everything, dude. I do like Lagway. I did like Lagway at 228. But his passing touchdowns are good too. If you want to take his passing touchdowns, I'd rather you take his passing touchdowns now that his line's at 244. Colorado. I like Omarion Miller. 64.5 receiving yards. I got him at 62, but 64.5 is fine. And then to wrap up the slate pretty much is going to be, I like Damon Williams rushing yards at 52.5, or, and this is what I like. Oh, they took it off. Of course they did. I liked his 19.5 longest rush. So if you can find his 19.5 yard longest rush, I like that too. But I also like the 52.5 rushing yards. So, do with that as you wish. So if you wanted to make like a slip, I'd give you my favorite props. It would be like Miller Moss passing at like 230, whatever it was. So imagine that this was 230. It'd be him. It would be Quintavion Wiesner rushing yards at 66.5. And then I like Omega Blake's receiving yards. And then let's see what else. Damn, dude. After all these bumps, it's like hard to like actually give y'all. I'm trying to evaluate. You could do this. You could go here and take Saiyan under. You could run something like this. I'm not a huge fan of Saiyan. I'd rather you just take Miller Moss, but you can run something like this. Actually, I do like Damon Williams, but if you wanted like a 6x slip, I would take Wiesner, Omega Blake, and Miller Moss for a 6x slip. So that's probably two of my favorite. These two I like a lot, Omega Blake and Wiesner. I also like Taylor Green's passing yards. So whichever you prefer. But yeah, that's like I said, I don't have a lot of props that I like, but I do have a lot of props that I love. So those are the ones I just told you all about. So if you want to add those to your slips, take them straight, do whatever you want. Yeah, hopefully that helps. But that's all I got for y'all. We're going to have an NFL video out Saturday at some point, hopefully. Fingers crossed that I get it done. I'm going to try. But yeah, that's all for college football. Make sure you check out the links below, free premium, and get free bread with all the apps that I have linked below as well. See you in the next one.